Hi, it's Marek from Chat Now, and in today's news time, we are going to talk about multiple recent topics. And these are Bitcoin investment, connection to Dogecoin, Clubhouse with Kanye and Putin too, Green Act, 7,000 tax credit for Tesla. In an SEC 10K report filed on February 8, 2021, Tesla revealed they have invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin and they will accept Bitcoin as an alternative method of payment for their vehicles and other products. The full paragraph reads: in January 2021, we updated our investment policy to provide us with more flexibility to further diversify and maximize returns on our cash that is not required to maintain adequate operating liquidity. As part of the policy, which was duly approved by the audit committee of our board of directors, we may invest a portion of such cash in certain alternative reserve assets, including digital assets, gold bullion, gold exchange traded funds, and other assets as specified in the future. Thereafter, we invested an aggregate $1.5 billion in Bitcoin under this policy and may acquire and hold digital assets from time to time or long term. Moreover, we expect to begin accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for our products in the near future, subject to applicable laws and initially on a limited basis, which we may or may not liquidate upon receipt. Elon even joked with this funny meme. It's not for everyone, but I think it's funny. Okay, so let's get serious. After Tesla announced their involvement in Bitcoin, the price per one Bitcoin jumped to $43,000. As of this moment, it's at about $51,000 and it has reached over $50,000 earlier this week. In my opinion, Tesla is again ahead thanks to grasping the idea of the world we live in the future. You can use Bitcoin to pay anywhere in the world, and since Tesla is expanding to these various countries all around the world using different currencies, it makes sense to accept this payment method. And if you look at the wording in their SEC filing, it references to digital assets in general, therefore I think there's more to come. Tasha Keeney from ARK Invest added, "We think it makes sense from a corporate cash standpoint. And actually, we've done some analysis to say that if 1% of all the cash from companies in the S&P 500 were to be converted into Bitcoin for corporate treasury purposes, this could actually increase the price by a meaningful amount, by about $40,000. By the way, Tesla is not the first company to invest in Bitcoin. Square announced in the October last year that it has purchased approximately 4,709 Bitcoins at an aggregate purchase price of $50 million. So the movement is definitely gaining some traction. In this Get This Thing competition, I'm giving away 2 Clubhouse invites. All you need to do as a subscriber is to leave a comment below or on one of the topics of this video, and I will randomly pick 2 of you who will get a Clubhouse invite from me. Good luck, and let's get back to the video. Now, bear with me on this. I'm not a financial expert, but I think if a company moves some money from a US bank account to European bank account, exchanging them for euros, they don't have to disclose this information in any sort of a filing. Even if they did, when it comes to cryptocurrency, it should all be anonymous. Although I read Bitcoin is traceable. My point is, what if Tesla plans to exchange some of the Bitcoin they own for some other cryptocurrency? It would be a genius move, and we wouldn't know unless they would tell us. Elon seems to have some serious affection for Dogecoin. Although he mentioned Dogecoin before, look at his tweet history in February. Dogecoin is the people's crypto. No highs, no lows, only Doge. Then he even added a Twitter poll asking what's the future currency on Earth, where 71.3% of votes were given to the option saying Dogecoin to the moon. And then his tweets actually continued. The next one is, who let the Doge out? And then, D is for Dogecoin, instructional video, where Elon linked a fan-made Dogecoin hype video. This is the actual video and I will link it below for you to watch. It's pretty good. Then Elon tweeted, bought some Dogecoin for Lil X so he can be a toddler hodler, alongside the cutest video I have ever seen. HODL or HODL actually stands for Hold On for Dear Life. Then there was the tweet saying, Frodo was the underdog, all thought he would fail himself most of all. And the last Dogecoin related tweet says, if major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support. Too much concentration is the only real issue in my opinion. I will literally pay actual dollars if they just void their accounts. I side with Elon on this. Honestly, this is a general issue because the wealth is not evenly spread among people. While the richest 10% of adults in the world own 85% of global household wealth, the bottom half collectively owns barely 1%. Even more strikingly, the average person in the top 10 owns nearly 3,000 times the wealth of the average person in the bottom 10%. Each of the articles I read in regards to Tesla's investment in Bitcoin forgot about one thing. It's an article by Simon Alvarez from Teslarati saying Tesla's Gigafactory in Nevada will soon be joined by Blockchains LLC in the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, with the cryptocurrency firm purchasing 67,000 acres of the 105,000 acre industrial area. Later it says that it has been explained to me that this particular process will revolutionize the globe in a more dramatic way than the internet. After reading this article again, Tesla's investment in Bitcoin and Elon's constant mentions of Dogecoin make me think there's definitely something going on. The question is, what is it? This post from Dogecoin subreddit summarized some interesting information. Dogecoin latest news. Elon Musk sent a charitable donation in Dogecoin on 10th of February 2021. PayPal mentioned Dogecoin in a patent they filed. Dogecoin now expected to be integrated into PayPal. Elon Musk tweeted that he purchased Dogecoin for his toddler son as savings. A photo is circulating that shows a man helping Post Malone buy Doge. Doge being adopted by most e-wallets, including Bittrex and crypto. I think I don't have to explain who Kanye West is. Elon tweeted that he agreed to do a Clubhouse chat with Kanye, and then he added the most entertaining outcome is the most likely, which might have been meant in a way it'll be fun to listen to, but look at this.
We were like here.
You get the ball.
Yeah, right.
Elon, do you think Dogecoin can really be the next currency for the world?
Well, I mean, there's currently a poll to say, what do you want?
I want it to go. I'm
Okay.
I'm
All right. So then, I mean,
ball?
I think it should be the will of the people, you know?
But is there a problem because it's
Can you get the
not
ball?
limited? Because it's not like Bitcoin with a limited number of coins and it can just expand
Thank you.
infinitely. Do you think that brings away the value from the coin?
Yes, it does. But, and I mean, first of all, I think people should not invest their life savings in cryptocurrency, to be clear. I think that's unwise. But I mean, if you want to sort of, speculate and kind of like, I don't know, maybe have some fun. I mean, there's a good chance that crypto is the future currency of Earth.
Right.
And then it's like, well, which one is it going to be? And maybe it'll be multiple. But it should be considered speculation at this point. And so, don't go too far on the crypto speculation front.
So disposable income is okay, but don't bet the farm on it?
Don't bet the farm on crypto.
Right.
Don't bet the farm on crypto, to be clear.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Does it matter that Dogecoin was invented as a joke? Is the technology still there for it too?
No, I think it's actually the point is that Dogecoin was invented as a joke, as essentially to make fun of cryptocurrency, and that's why I think there's like an argument like fate loves irony. Like the most entertaining outcome is the most what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
Right.
Oh, wow.
No, absolutely.
So,
to the moon.
To the moon.
You still believe in humanity.
He used the same phrase, the most entertaining outcome is the most likely. It leads me to think that this chat will give us some answers, and I'll link the video below since I'm only showing you a small portion of it. Pay attention to how he sporadically answers to their questions, but when he's asked about Dogecoin, he lifts his head up and answers straight on. It seems to me he's trying to tell us something. Also, when it comes to Clubhouse, Elon tweeted to Kremlin's account, "Would you like to join me for a conversation on Clubhouse?" And then he added in Russian alphabet, sorry for my Russian, "Bolo by большой чести поговорить с вами," which roughly translates to "It will be a great honor to speak with you." At this moment, I'm not really sure what Elon wants to talk about, perhaps a gigafactory in Russia, although something like this would most likely be discussed in private. Eva Fox added translation of the reaction Kremlin posted. Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesperson, said, "This is certainly a very interesting proposal. We first want to figure it out. You know that President Putin does not directly use social networks. We need to somehow understand what is meant, what is proposed. First, we'll check all this and then we will react." The bill called Growing Renewable Energy and Efficiency Now, or a Green Act, features a number of programs aimed at incentivizing sustainable technologies. The bill also extends existing tax incentives available for the sale of electric vehicles. The bill increases electric vehicles credit cap for manufacturers to 600,000 vehicles, but reduces the credit by $500 after the first 200,000 vehicles are sold. This would replace the current phase-out period that begins with 200,000 vehicles sold, with a phase-out period that instead begins during the second calendar quarter after the 6,000 vehicle threshold is reached. At the start of the new phase-out period created under the bill, the credit is reduced by 50% for one calendar quarter and subsequently ends. Considering that Tesla and GM have already passed the 200,000 vehicle threshold, 400,000 more customers in the United States would receive a tax credit of $7,000. This should make Tesla's electric vehicles far more attainable, with the Model 3 essentially being priced below $30,000 with the tax credit in place. This would also put the single-motor Cybertruck price a little under $33,000. This is a crazy cheap price if we account for overall service and gas savings. Just for a little comparison, Ford F-50 carries a base price of $29,000, and when you add all the bells and whistles, it goes higher. The bill also extends the investment tax credit, ITC, for solar energy property at 30% through 2025, which phases down to 26% in 2026, 22% in 2027, and 10% thereafter. The bill uses the same phase-out timeline and percentages for geothermal energy property. In my opinion, tax credit is great, but it also needs an emissions standards system similar to what we have in Europe. It's aimed to push the automakers into reducing their CO2 emissions. I worry this tax credit gives room to latecomers and doesn't really push them to make EVs right now. Elon was very vocal in his interview with Joe Rogan about him suggesting a carbon tax to Biden administration. However, the response he got was that it was too politically difficult. In my opinion, this would be a perfect way to use some of the money gained through the carbon tax to give in form of a EV incentive. He also added the SpaceX would pay any carbon tax. And then he said, "I think Biden administration should take a strong stance on the situation. It's like at least half the reason they got elected." So these were some of the latest news, and there's always so much to talk about, so I guess back to work. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you liked this video and if you found it interesting, hit the subscribe and thumbs up buttons. You are free to leave any comment below or your suggestions, and see you in the next video. Have a lovely day.